Hello, I'm Dwivedi. I would like to ask some question about Nachiket, Kaal, Samvad. What is the difference between 21st December and the Chatra Shukla Pratipada for celebrating New Year?
See, we Indians were supposedly under British rule for 150 years, and because of which we stopped celebrating the Gudi Padwa as the New Year, and we were forced to adopt 31st December as the New Year celebrations, right? And that tradition is continuing. Now, if you compare these two dates, 31st December and Gudi Padwa, let's see the differences. 31st December starts in the midnight, while in Gudi Padwa, the day changes with the sunrise. Then, during the 31st December, there is no changes in the environment. Most of the places it's cold, snowy, right? However, during the Gudi Padwa, there's positive change in the environment. You have trees coming up, flowers blooming, right? And spring coming. You have birds chirping in the environment. So there's a lot of positive changes in the environment. Now, 31st December, there is no spiritual reason or scientific reason, right, to celebrate it as a new year. But the Gudi Padwa has a scientific basis, has a spiritual basis behind it. There are logical reasoning behind it, right? So I feel that instead of celebrating New Year on the 31st of December, we should celebrate New Year on Gudi Padwa.
How is the Gudi Padwa calculation better than their Christian counterparts?
Okay. See, when we talk about the Christian counterparts, we must understand that the AC and BC and the AD system, it is adopted as per the Gregorian calendar, number one. So it is sanctified, sanctioned by the Pope, and it follows the Catholic Christian system, number one. Now, in 1752, the Britishers introduced Gregorian calendar in our country, Aryavart. Before 1752, even among the Britishers, the new year would start on 25th of March and not on 31st of December. It's only in the 18th century that the Britishers started celebrating the new year on 31st of December. Now, for hundreds of years, they are celebrating it on 25th of March. All of a sudden they start celebrating on 31st of December. So what's the logic behind it? Number one. Number two, let's look at the calculations. Now, the Gudi Padwa calculations, the Vedic astrology, depends upon the movement of the planets and the constellations. Number one. When India got freedom in 1952, the UP Merit Reforms Committee, they submitted the project and their recommendations to the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and they had recommended that we should adopt the Vikram Samvat calculations as the national calendar. Unfortunately, Nehru was a resident non-Indian. See, there are three categories of people: NRI, non-resident Indian; second category is Indian; third category is RNI, resident non-Indian. So you are living in India but you are not an Indian. You are following the British ideals, right? So Nehru refused to accept the Vikram Samvat. Now what was the reason behind it? I will give you one example. According to the Vikram Samvat, now it is 2071. 2071. But according to the Gregorian calendar, it's 2015. So 2071 and 2015. So we are way ahead than the Gregorian calendar. Gregorian calendar is not based on any scientific principles, right? However, the Vikram Samvat is based on the scientific calculations. That is another part. Then, this is one part. Second, if you look at the Gregorian calendar, it's based on the Christianity. If you look at Hijri Samvat, it is based on the Muslim calendar system, Muslim calculations. But the Vikram Samvat is based on the movements of the planets and the constellations. It is more scientific, number one. Number two, it's a matter of national pride. We are way ahead than other countries in terms of calendar calculations. Then, if you go to Yajurved, 27th, 28th, 29th and 30th chapter gives some mantras from 45th shlok to 15th this thing in sequence, and it's given in details, the calendrical calculations part. Despite the fact that we were under the Britishers' rule, even now, if you have to tonsure ceremony, the Bal Mundan ceremony, or if you want to have marriage ceremony, or if you want to have a Muhurat ceremony, we don't approach the Christian calendar.
Yes.
We approach a proper Vedic astrologer, a Pandit, and we ask them for a Tithi and Muhurt. So we are, in principle, we are following the Vikram Samvad. So we are way far ahead than Gregorian system.
Okay. So what do you propose?
See, my concept is very simple. Let's look at some quick calculations. According to Hijri Samvat, it is 1436. We are living in the 14th century. Then you have Shak Samvat, it is 1936, right? You have Gregorian calendar, it is 2015. You have the Vikram, which is 2071. Then you have Veer Nirman Samvat, which is 2541. And you have the Kalki Samvat, which is 5116. Now, which calendar will give you a sense of national pride, a sense of national dignity, right? You feel that honor within. We are far ahead than the Britishers. It is we who have invented zero. It is we who invented aeroplane much before than the Wright brothers. You must have heard about the Talpade scene. The movie has also come up recently. So my proposal is, do away with the Gregorian calendar, adopt the Vikram Samvat, or adopt the Veer Nirvan Samvat, or adopt the Kalki Samvatsar, which is 5116 right now.
You truly are an force. This project will be change the entire psycho-economic, political dynamics of the global. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.